It's already 7.
Started your stream, right?
Yeah.
Countdown already? That thing gives me like anxiety.
Now I just need to find someone to operate this.
Last
Yep.
It's just the last night.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get you guys to move over just out to this side over here. Thanks. We're just gonna bring everybody in a little bit more.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Be able to find it.
Thanks.
It's all the same name.
How you doing, man?
Okay, yeah. I have 3. I have Mark, Jack, and Ethan.
Hello.
Oh no, sorry, this is
How are you
mine.
doing? Can I trouble you just to move over to the front here? We're trying to bring everyone in as much as we can. Thanks. Just because we're testing a new setup and we're trying to see if we can not use these chairs at all. So we're going to save these in case families come with 3 people or whatever. So just any of the rows in the middle, like closer to the front, like here or anywhere there. Hey, how you doing? Doing okay? All right. I get first.
And then I'll cancel it.
Okay, thanks. Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
You're gonna be up in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So let me just show you your mic.
Oh yes. Did the boys grade 12 get the pizza this week?
Yeah, like they're gonna get it once they go into their small group.
Okay, okay.
So you're gonna use.
One closest to us?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yours is the other one?
What's that?
Yours is this one?
Yeah. But you're up first. You're before me.
Okay.
All right. And you're on in 2.5 minutes.
Yep.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's it going, man? You guys are going to be sitting in a place of 3, so you're going to be on this side over here. Yeah, any of the ones that have 3. Hey, how's it going? Thank you. How's it going, man? We still have to talk about setting up a date, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's grab the book after. All right. Hey, Michelle, are you working today? Like, are you doing anything today? Do you want to? Hey, come. I need someone to do the slideshow. So it's written, all the numbers are written out on the side, and you just need to follow it. All right. Oh yeah, found someone. Take a picture of me, please. Tell me today. Hello. Can I get you to sit in one of these seats over here?
Hello again, everyone. Welcome.
I need you guys to like
Welcome
actually bring
again,
them to their
youth
seats.
group, to our fourth and final day of our RAD series. Today, welcome everyone online as well and everyone in person. Today we're going to do some more fun stuff. We're going to have another game. We're going to do small groups. Unfortunately, it's only for in person, but if you are watching us online and you would like to join us in person, just check your Thursday weekly emails for the link to register, or you can message Pastor Kevin and his email at kevin@cornerstonechurch.ca. So without further ado, let's get in tonight. We are going to start with a game. Okay, this one's going to be super fun, just like last week. It's called Double Dare, and it's a pretty simple game. It's going to be one question that's going to come up on the slide. It's going to be a random trivia, somehow possibly related to our theory. And what you have to do is call out the answer or run up to the stage if you want. Try to social distance if you choose to run up, or you can stay at your seat, whatever you like. There will be no prize this week, but don't let that hold you back. Don't let that hold you back. It's still a super fun game. So if you know the answer, just shout it out or run up to the front. So are we ready to start? Double Dare. Not sure why, but we'll just play it anyway. Okay, let's have the first slide. So what is the official language of Germany? Anybody? Anybody? Shout it out if you know. Yeah. Is it German? Let's check the answer. Yes, you are correct. That one made you overthink it, right? Okay, next one, shall we? What were the 3 building materials used by the 3 little pigs? Go back to your nursery rhymes.
Wood, straw, and brick.
Wood, straw, and bricks. That's her answer. Wood, straw, and bricks. No, straw, sticks, and bricks. Close enough. 2 out of 3. Okay, next one. In your body, oh my, the cerebellum is part of which organ? Yeah. The brain? He says the brain. Yes, you're correct. I mean, if you can say that one, that's kudos to you already. Okay, next one. Rubies are red, emeralds are green. What color are sapphires? Blue? Wow, everybody. Okay, it's unanimous. Blue. You guys are all correct. Okay. Got a few more. So if you multiply the Friends TV group members by the Brady Bunch kids, how many members will you have? I know it's like Friday afternoon, probably don't want to do math, but it's quick. Nobody? Friends TV show, the amount of members multiplied by the Brady Bunch. 36? That was a guess? Okay, let's see if your guess is right. Yeah, 36 cast members. I mean, if that was a guess, pretty good guess. Okay. Sour, bitter, and sweet are three of the 4 areas of the tongue. What is the 4th? Spicy. Okay, let's see. Salty. Is that what you were gonna say? Yeah, salty. Sour, bitter, sweet, and salty. Okay. Oh my. Morgans and palominios are what kind of animals? Morgans, palominios. Just try it. Horses? Let's see. Is it? Yes, you are correct. Wow, these are like super random, fun trivia ones. General knowledge. Okay, I think we have 2 or 3 more. What is the most frequently sung song in English? ABC. ABC, happy birthday. Any more guesses? ABC and happy birthday, that's the 2 that we have. All I want for Christmas. I mean, Christmas is coming, so let's see what it is. Happy birthday. I mean, there is probably a birthday every day, so. All right, I think that is the last game. That's the last question. That was really fun. And honestly, general knowledge is like super fun. But there was like 6 questions for you. So now we're going to get right into it again. We have our friendly neighborhood youth pastor coming to us to deliver the message for today. And so let's give him a warm welcome onto the stage. Yes, Pastor Kevin.
Good evening. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? All right, everybody online, good to see you guys. When something like lasts like way longer than you thought it was gonna last, you're like, I'll do it for 10 seconds. I'm not gonna do it for like a minute. All right, so what we're talking about today is peace. That's what we're gonna end up talking today. But for all my people online, welcome. All you guys that are here, welcome. My name is Kevin. I'm your friendly neighborhood youth pastor here at Cornerstone. And we're in a series called RAD, which is a flashback to the 90s, where everything was rad, except cell phones. Cell phones weren't around in the 90s. That's what we're about to come out. So instead of cell phones, does anybody know what we had?
Flip phones?
No, it's before phones. Pagers. We had pagers. So pagers were kind of like texting, except that you could only send a handful of messages at a time. Like, you could only send a certain amount of characters, and so that meant you kind of had to get creative. So a lot of pagers could only send numbers, no letters. So I'm just going to share really quickly some of the texts that we used to send when we sent out pages. So 143, do you guys know what that would mean? 143. If someone sent 143, it would mean I love you because of the amount of letters in each word. What? I, 1, 4, love, 3, you. 14. If someone sent a 14, do you know what that would mean? Turn it upside down. What does it mean? Hi. So people would literally be sending you a page just saying hi. All right? The next one, 07734. Hello. All right, same thing. So it spells hello when you hold it upside down. 477. Anybody know that one? That one is BFF, best friends forever. Same thing. Number of letters, same thing. 007, you should know that one. 007? Okay, Bond. Moon. James Bond. Secret. So if you texted someone, if you sent 007, it'd be like, oh, I have a secret to tell you. What about 121? 121. Okay, you're there. Yeah. Like 121 means we need to talk, right? Because you need to have a one-to-one conversation. So now you know some paging skills. So if something happens and all of the cell phones crash and we have to go back to pagers, you can tell people hi, you can tell people hello, you can say I love you, you can say we need to have a one-to-one, and you can say that we have best friends forever. So you're good to go. But when you're talking to someone, is there like a phrase that makes you feel more nervous than when you hear your friend say, hey, we need to talk? It's the universal saying that makes you get tense. Whether you hear it from your parent, like a parent says, hey, we need to talk. Or like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a teacher. I remember that actually happened to me once. Once I was in math class, and this was grade 13, which you guys don't have anymore, and it was finite. I was really bad at finite, and the teacher said to me, "We need to talk." And my first test, I got 3 out of 33. Yeah. And then she said, "We need to talk." And then I said, "Okay." And then she left the class. And she stuck her head back in. She was like she wanted to talk to me outside the class. So we go outside, and she's like, "I don't think this is the class for you." And I'm like, "I know it's not the class for me, but I need math. I need quick math." So long story short, I ended up not taking it. I ended up taking it, failing it, tried to take it again, failed it, dropped out. But we need to talk. But if you're growing up in the 90s, there's one source whenever there's this tension that you could always turn to. And it was the sitcom. Because no matter what happened, it always got solved in 30 minutes. So I don't know if you guys know this. Every week we've been going back to a classic 90s show. So this is one of the classic of classics. It's called Saved by the Bell. It's all right, 'cause I'm saved by the... It's all right, 'cause I'm saved by the bell. Thank you, you're too kind. All right. Master impersonator. So anyways, so this is a group of high school students, and obviously they always get into fights, but it always gets resolved. So in this episode, Zach and Slater, which are two guys, they're fighting over the same girl at the same time. So they try to sabotage each other whenever one tries to talk to the other or have a study date or whatever. And so we're going to watch a little video, and this is what happens when they get together. Saved by the Bell.
Hey, Zach. Yo. Last night at the movies, you went too far.
Just helped a mother get together with her son. What's so wrong about that?
Wrecking my date with Joanna wasn't funny.
Oh, like it was funny wrecking my study date the night before?
Hey, you started it, man, making me look like a jerk at the max.
Well, that's what you are.
What did you say?
You heard me. Get out of my face.
And what if I don't, punk?
Then I'll just have to make you, punk.
Good friends like the two of you fighting?
All right, so yeah, like in this episode, you see they get in a fight. Obviously, they have their reasons. But if you're like me, you've been in a fight before. So we're going to do a little poll. I just want you to raise your hand. You raise your hand and put it down. Have you ever been in a fight, or have you been in a fight recently? Just put your hand up, put it down. Okay. Are you fighting with someone right now? Oh. In the middle of a fight, have you ever done something that you regret? Have you ever wished that someone would just tell you how you could fight peacefully? You know, instead of having these fights, that it would just be more peaceful? Okay. We all know what it's like to fight. But we all don't know how to make peace. So why does this matter? Why does this matter to God, and why should this matter to us? Today we're just going to talk about having fights and making peace. Because God has something to say about this that's pretty radical. But like we mentioned last week, there are a lot of people that thought that Jesus was too radical. Like we said in the 90s, rad meant, cool. But here we're talking about being different and being revolutionary and, turning the world upside down. And that's what Jesus did when he talked about God and when he came. So when Jesus was on earth, he said a lot of radical things. But the most radical was the Sermon on the Mount. So it's literally a sermon that he did on a mountain. That's why I got that name. But in this sermon, he looks at the world the world's understanding of God is. And he kind of like turns that upside down. So Jesus said things like, you've heard that it's like this, but I'm telling you it's like this. And he gave people a whole new wisdom and a whole new better way of understanding how to love God, how to love others. So now think back to that video that we watched later. Or think back to the last fight that you had. Maybe it was at home, or maybe it's something that's happening right now with you and a friend. So normally we think that if we win, that's the mark of success. Or you might think that like compromising is like a defeat. But listen to what Jesus says. In Matthew 5:9, it says this. If we can go to the next slide. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. So Jesus is telling us to be people who actually fight for peace. But we, like a lot of times, we fight for our own self-interest. Like in the video, they were fighting over what they wanted. But Jesus is calling us to fight for peace. And that's the opposite of human nature. Because usually we want what's best for us. We don't want to compromise. It's the opposite of the world's understanding. Because we celebrate when you're strong, when you dominate, and when you win. But Jesus, who's God himself, shows us a different way. It's not just about like being peaceful, like not saying anything, like, okay, I'm just not going to say anything anymore. It's actually about making peace. So it's active. And that's the difference. Like, think about how God made peace for us. There's a verse in the Bible in Romans 5:8. It says that like God demonstrates his love for us in this. While we were sinners, he died for us. So like we were over here and we were like enemies of God, but God was like active in making peace. He didn't just sit over here and be like, oh, I'm not going to say anything and, you know, I don't want to offend. But like he actually came to us while we were enemies and was active in making peace. And that's what Jesus is calling us to do. It's not enough to just say, well, there's this situation over there and I don't want to get involved. Or what. You actually have to be active in terms of making peace. So that's what we want to be thinking about and wrestling with as we go into our small groups. Like, what would it look like in your family if you were active towards making peace? With your friends, your enemies, or your frenemies, what would it look like if you were active in making peace at your school? Like, what would it look like if you were active in making peace in the world? That's radical. Is that radical people fight for peace. Radical people fight for peace. So now what do we do? Now that we've kind of talked about it or started to talk about it, what do you think God wants us to do about it? Well, like I was saying, like when Jesus, and through his life, his death, and his resurrection, like that made peace with us. So if you're looking for peace, the best way to find that is through Jesus. Like that's the only way you're truly going to find peace. And if you have that peace with God, then it's your job to share that with others. And it's your job to